Good evening, everybody. My name is Jamela Jacob, and I am the president of the Filipino-American Student Association at William & Mary. It brings me immense joy to welcome you to Kamariitan, our 2021 Culture Night Show. Thank you all for being here. Whether you're tuning in locally from Williamsburg or from far away, we appreciate you so much for coming to watch the culmination of the last several months in the making of this show. I am proud to present you Kamariitan, but more importantly, I am honored to introduce you to the people who have given their all to this show. Our cast, choreographers, dancers, singers, prop committee, everybody involved, and of course, our Culture Night chairs. This year's Culture Night is special for many reasons. First, it's a celebration in and of itself that we've successfully prepared for this show safely by strictly following the school's COVID regulations and CDC guidelines. To do this, we had to get creative. We conducted most of our rehearsals over Zoom. We spaced out generously for in-person rehearsals and provided sanitizing materials. All performances and scenes were capped at 10 people. Even our photos that you may have seen on our Instagram were cleverly edited to make it seem like our actors were physically close together. Coming into this year, we knew that things would look different. For our traditions like our Atakuya program, our general body meetings, and of course, Culture Night. I made one thing clear to my exec board in the beginning of the year. Our priority first and foremost is everybody's safety. In September, we made the decision to transition and operate fully online for the fall semester. This was a big adjustment and a challenge. None of us knew how to navigate a pandemic in the first place, and now we had a responsibility to step up, welcome new members, and grow this organization. It was scary and difficult, but in typical FASA fashion, we prevailed. I am in awe of how our FASA family still came together to create unforgettable memories in creative, albeit virtual, ways. In October, we welcomed 22 new littles, many of whom you will see in this show very shortly. All of them found their place in FASA so quickly and have already made it their home. Also in October, we continue the third year of Isang Cuento, our open mic event in celebration of Filipino-American History Month, where we showcase the many talents of FASA. And we also premiered the Solidarity Series, forging a new direction for FASA rooted in activism and a display of our devotion to our community. We continued our work with fundraisers where we donated to the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement, and then in the Philippines to support the farmers who were affected by the typhoons. At the face of so much strife globally and personally for all of us, FASA stood strong in its values to be there for each other and spread compassion. The second reason this Culture Night is special is because this year, 2021, FASA celebrates its 30th anniversary, which means it's been 30 years of laughter and amazing memories, 30 years of an unforgettable mark on this campus, 30 years of FASA fam. What a remarkable milestone. This Culture Night is a part of that year-long celebration with many more events and ways to get involved to come. We're happy that we get to celebrate with you all, even if it's under untraditional circumstances. And most importantly, it means the world to celebrate this milestone with our alumni. Everything that FASA has become is many thanks to our alumni who paved the way for us, who taught us how to be leaders, creatives, innovators, that we were able to grow this organization to the size it is today and the overall influence it has on the William & Mary community. So in celebrating FASA's 30 years, we celebrate you, we celebrate us, and we celebrate those who will inherit this organization in the future. We all know it. FASA is like no other, and that's because in this space, not only do we learn about Filipino and Filipino-American culture or gain long-lasting friendships, here in FASA, we grow. I'm sure that the class of 2021 knows exactly what I mean by that. To my fellow graduating seniors, this past year was not how we expected it to be, but you all handled it with such grace that I know only the members of the class of 2021 could do. If this year is for celebrating FASA, that includes celebrating all your accomplishments in the last 4 years. I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm proud to graduate with such a talented and brilliant cohort. As we approach the end of this chapter of our lives, one of the hardest goodbyes will be to FASA. But rest assured, I know we'll be back at homecoming. Last but not least, Kamariitan is a show like no other because of the people behind it. I can't imagine a better team than George, Zita, and Izzy to work on this specific show under these specific circumstances. There's no one who could handle a culture night during a pandemic other than these three. Kamariitan is a reflection of all of their values and passions, and this show literally screams George, Zita, and Izzy. It is my honor to introduce each of them to you all tonight. George Konda is a junior studying computer science. And although George could not be here with us today, we still want to commemorate his accomplishments. This is George's second year on exec and has contributed so much to the growth of this organization. I like to think that George revolutionized the public image of FASA, first as one of the historians last year, and this year as culture chair. He also has so many hidden talents that I've been lucky to have witnessed, and so many more that I bet I haven't seen yet. George brings so much to FASA, whether that be his talents, his humor, but what stands out the most is the love he has for this organization. He's one in a million. Next, Zita Toige is a sophomore studying Asian and Pacific Islander American Studies. This one feels personal because Zita is my little in FASA. I met Zita when she was a freshman last year, and everybody immediately knew that she would become my little. We were just so similar in so many ways, and people would meet Zita and say, oh yeah, she gives off Jan vibes. I've watched Zita grow so much since I've met her, and I know that this is only the beginning. She exudes so much warmth, kindness, and talent, and I am so lucky to be her big. The future of FASA is bright because of people, because of leaders specifically, like Zita. And finally, Isabel Tan is a junior studying English and music. Izzy is quite honestly one of the most passionate and driven people I know, and just an all-around rock star. Izzy continues to amaze me with the way she's stepped up this year in exec, with the conversations I've had with her about the goals we have for FASA, and her utmost dedication to getting things done. I admire Izzy in many ways, as a leader, as a confident woman, as a writer, as a musician, and if it isn't obvious yet, Izzy can literally do any and everything. But most of all, I admire Izzy as one of my best friends. When I reflect on what makes FASA so special as an organization, Izzy comes to mind. It has been an absolute honor to serve as president of FASA this year and to work so closely with such a talented group of culture night chairs. Their show is poignant, beautiful, and nothing like FASA has ever done before. And being a former culture night chair myself and having my culture night get canceled because of the pandemic last year, it means a lot to be here. It shows FASA's resilience. That said, I am so proud of everyone who had a part in creating Kamariitan. We have such a great show prepared for you tonight, and without further ado, I present to you the 2021 Culture Night Chairs.
Hello everyone that is here today and future viewers. Before I get started with my speech, we would like to have a moment of silence for the 8 victims of the recent Atlanta, Georgia shooting. So if you join me. Thank you, and may they rest in peace and in power. My name is Zita Toigli, and I am one of the 3 culture chairs, the others being occupied by my lovely co-chairs Izzy Tan and George Konda. Today, on my very own birthday, I'm happy to present our show Kamariitan, which means bird. And while I can go on and on about what the show is about, I think it would be better for you guys to find that out on your own as you watch it. Writing this speech has been an emotional roller coaster. For the past couple of hours, I've read and rewritten this so many times, trying to capture what culture night truly means to me. And there aren't enough words to express how much of an impact the show has had, especially on a personal level, but I will try. Being a culture chair as a sophomore was very intimidating at first. I didn't feel like I knew or was worthy enough to help create a show based off of Filipino culture, a culture that I failed to try and learn my whole life. However, this past year has been a time of growth for me, and I can say now that I am so grateful for this opportunity that has made me feel redeemed in my identity. Not only that, but it has been an amazing journey working with incredible people who feel the same way, and it is because of those people that our vision has come to life, and I can't be any more proud of that. Kamariitan has been the light at the end of tunnel, as cliche as it is, by helping me heal and find peace in the strange time that we are still maneuvering through. And as I stand here today, full of nerves and vulnerability, I will admit that the stressful nights and tears have been worth it. Because this proud feeling that I have right now overcomes any struggle I endured throughout the past year. This culture night has opened my eyes even more to how my amazing friends, have really become my family. Thank you to those who have given me back a part of myself through this show. And I hope those who are watching can also find a piece of themselves through Kamariitan. Kahilwayan.
Hi, I'm Izzy Tan, and I am also one of the culture chairs this year. I know I'm not alone when I say this past year was filled with questions unanswered. In the wake of canceling last year's culture night, Kahilwayan, put together by the amazing Jamila Jacob, Patrick Canteros, and Catherine Baisa, I remember all three of us coming into this position questioning whether or not we would have this opportunity. We planned our show in full hopes that it would, but we definitely had some scares along the way. That being said, even though this is a different form of culture night, we are so grateful that we can share it with you. Like many of my friends in FASA, culture night is what pulled me into the organization. My freshman year, I didn't plan to further explore my Filipino identity because it was never something that I felt had to be explored. It was just my everyday. But after culture night, I realized that there are so many layers to this identity, some that I relate to and others I do not. In our story, Kamariitan, we wanted to explore multiple experiences of second-generation Filipino-Americans. Through Tala, we explore the Filipino-American who struggles accepting their identity when faced with discrimination in America. However, this is foiled in her brother Charly, who embraces his identity fully, but fails to understand the political weight that comes with being a Filipino-American. Both characters represent contrasting identities that equally require teaching, unlearning, and growth, something that we all can relate to. Thank you so much to our performers, families, friends, and supporters for allowing our show to happen so safely and smoothly. We hope you enjoyed as much as we did as we watched the Manolo family go on their spiritual journey of growth, and we hope that you too, just as we all have over this past year, grow too. And now, Culture Night 2021, Kamariitan.
Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa tindi mo'y buhay. Lupang iniran, tuyan ka na magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil.
Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilat ang tula, aawit sa palayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawad mo'y tagumpay na nanininig, ang bituin at araw na kalampag, may di magdidilim.
Lupa ng araw ng walat at pagsinta, buhay ang langit sa piling mo. Ang may ligaya naman may mga api, mamamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
I didn't even want to come here in the first place. It's so hot. Where can we get some AC around here? This is not how I envisioned my winter break.
Okay, I can admit, that 10-hour car ride from the airport was insane. Not even to mention the 18-hour plane ride to get here.
I know! Like, is this all really worth it in the first place?
I mean, yeah, but look at the scenery, Tala. Cebu is gorgeous, you have to admit. My Instagram is about to be poppin'. What are you looking for in that bottomless bag of yours, huh?
Need water,
so hot.
Lord, here, take this. Did you even look outside while Tito Benny was driving? Did you get to look at the scenery?
I could barely look up at all if I wanted to avoid getting seasick. And the way Uncle was driving past all those people on that tiny dirt road, all while singing songs for all the 200 islands here, I think I've had plenty of distractions inside the car.
There are over 2,000 islands in the Philippines, but whatever. And you know, you better fix that attitude of yours before we see Lola. We haven't seen her in years, and you know she's been feeling lonely ever since.
You're only staying here 2 weeks, diba? Then why are there 2 tons worth of clothes in here? I know you Americans are needy, but sus Maria, did you really need all this?
Sorry, Tito Benny, but how do you expect me to keep my skin clear in this humidity? And my hair straight. I need my moisturizers, hair masks, jewelry.
What she means to say, Tito, is salamat po for your hospitality and taking care of us in the airport.
You are such a kiss of Charly. Salamat po.
Don't worry about it. But fair warning, that hair of yours is going to poof out just as much as good for your Nana and Sheila too. We always used to call her the Amon.
What's the thing, among us?
The Amamungo is this creature similar to Bigfoot in Visaya. I read about it in a book we got back at home. And damn, Tito, y'all did mom dirty on that one.
We had to. She was all successful on her way to the States. We had to humble her somehow. Oh, how long has it been since we saw you, Nana? 7 years maybe? We miss you.
We know. It's just so hard for both mom and dad to come back here with a lot of time off. You know how it is.
We know. Well, come on. I know your Lola is dying to see you guys. You already know she has a piece of play for you after that one. Look what I picked up. On the side of the road, looking for a ride from the airport.
Ah, my grandchildren. You are so beautiful and so handsome. I can't believe you're really here. ¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien?
Ah, maganda. They really liked my singing. I could tell.
Oy, Tamana. I know they didn't like your screeching Benny.
Dang, Lola, that food smells amazing. But I thought the party was tomorrow.
Oh, my baby. Both arrivals is a party. Now come and sit and let's catch up a minute while I wait on the food to finish.
Lola, what is it? Do I have something on my pants?
No, Tala, it's your shoes. You gotta take them off, remember? That's how you pay respect to the house you've entered.
But it's so
Tala,
fine. It's just mom's never made us take off our shoes.
Don't you worry, my love. Even though your Nana I never taught you, you're going to learn so much while you're here. Now come on. Go na.
Lola, that food was delicious. Or, how do you say it? Lami?
Charly, that's right. How did you learn that?
I learned a little before I came here. I just wanted to know what you and all the aunties were talking about.
Now you're just showing off.
No, it's not.
What did you say?
Nothing. I can't believe how long it's been. 7 years. Tala, you're already 16, and Charly, about to go to college as a full adult. Skype calls are not going to be the same as seeing you all in person. Tell me all about life, huh? How's school and your friends?
It's definitely crazy back at home. With mom and dad always so busy with work. And I'm applying to so many colleges, while also getting community service hours in at the hospital. I don't have time to play around, even if I want to.
I see. And how about you, Tala? Has school been going well?
Wait, what did you say, Lola?
I asked you if school is going well.
It's been fine. Nothing to report.
Oh, well, maybe you can tell them about your friends about this trip when you get back.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't really talk about anything too deep. Plus, they don't really care about the Philippines.
Ah, all your American friends I see on Facebook. But Americans are so foolish.
Yeah, at least her friends are. Anyways, Lola, this dinner was amazing. We haven't had Filipino food in so long.
Did Nana never make dishes from home for you?
I mean, not really. We've had lumpia and pancit from those cultural fairs people put on at school, but that's about it.
Not surprised.
Then.
I'm just saying. I guess I will go practice my music. You know, not that I need any.
Do not listen to your people. He's obsessed with chasing.
Well, I'm trying to remember the name of this from the last time you came here.
It's called umba. It's fried pork belly with brown sugar, vinegar, garlic, all the good stuff. You really like it?
I do.
Did you know umba was your Lolo's favorite dish? I used to make it for him every year on his birthday, with pancit, of course, noodles for long life. It's a shame you all didn't get to know him very well.
I'm sorry, Lola. I know we didn't get to know him that well, but I'm sure he had an amazing life with you here. I mean, how could he not with this gorgeous land and amazing food? What is there to be tired of?
There is a lot to be tired of, Charly. You are both young, so you do not know. I don't expect you to understand.
What do you mean, Lola?
Did you know your Lolo was working up until his last days? He was called down to work at the coal mines. His back was in constant pain from carrying those heavy bags around. But he just kept going, always working. His work was our only way to make ends meet, and of course your titos and titas helped. But he always felt like he had to keep working, since he was a young man in those coal mines. Working to get our children to greater things than this. Working to keep a house, a home. Working until his back couldn't take it anymore. Working until his lungs gave out.
I'm sorry, Lola. We had no idea.
Yeah, Lola. We didn't mean to make you upset. We just thought everything was fine. Mom always said you guys are okay, and you never asked for help. How could we have known?
We did not need help from your mother, thinking she was better than us for being in the States. America's not as great as you all think, you know. She wanted to move there so badly. Just look at what they did to our country. We have so little power. I'm sorry, Tala. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the world and the Visaya. Just last summer, Tahal erupted and sent so many more of us into poverty. It is as if they are angry with us. Well, I am angry with them. For leaving me alone without your Lolo, I should not have to be alone already.
Don't worry, Lola. You're not alone. You have us.
Ay, not cool. That is enough drama for one day. I'm sorry you had to see that. Clearly, I am still learning to live without your Lolo. Alright, enough of this sadness. We have had enough sad days. You both must be tired. You've had a long day of travel and emotions. No thank you. I'll see you both tomorrow morning. We have an even bigger day planned tomorrow for your Lolo's party.
Good night, Lola.
Well, that was...
A lot?
yeah. Hopefully tomorrow won't be as depressing.
Hopefully. Well, I'm beat, dude. I barely got any sleep on that flight.
And what was all that snoring I heard?
Man, I do not snore. Probably just you lost one of those crazy dreams of yours.
Whatever. I'm gonna go get some sleep on these 50 minutes. Good night.
You know, you are so high maintenance. Good night. Come on, Tala, we're gonna be late. We're supposed to help Lola set up everything.
Ugh, I don't wanna. We just got here. Can we relax?
This is so cool. I've never seen a cemetery full of life before.
Me neither. I mean, don't you think this is a little weird?
Speak for yourself. I think it's beautiful how our culture honors those who have passed. And, you know, you should keep an open mind while we're here and experience new things.
Sorry, but eating and drinking next to the dead does not sound like my speed.
Just try to enjoy it, okay? I mean, look, those are some of our cousins we never got to meet before. We should get to know them. Yo, come on, Charly and Tala. Oh, you must be Charly and Tala. Lola was telling me all about you guys. Hi there, it's so nice to meet you. What's your name?
Wow, your accent. You're definitely from the States. I wish I had an American accent. It just sounds so cool.
You guys are from the U.S.? We have another cousin that lives in the U.S. Her name is Sadie Escalante.
From last year's culture night!
I believe she's from the U.S. too. Do you guys know her?
No? Does it look like I know every Filipino that lives in the States?
Sorry. Where are manners? Well, anyways, I'm Marco, and this is my sister Danny.
Oh, it's okay. It's really an honor to meet you guys. I've been waiting to meet our cousins for so long.
Akana! Food is ready!
You heard that, right? Come on, let's go eat now.
So, how old are you guys?
Well, I'm 28, and Danny is 19.
Wait, really? You look so young.
I get that a lot.
This man is anything but young. He only listens to 50s rock music and refuses to take any of my music recs.
Okay, hold up. At least I don't have a massive shrine dedicated to BTS. Take up half the space in my room.
Oh my god, why would you expose me like that?
What are they gonna do with those?
I think those are tinkling sticks. I've seen videos of people perform online, but never in person. I think they're about to perform for us.
That is our local dance company. They perform traditional dances every so often in this barangay. Huh? But I don't ever see them doing tinikling, so this is a first. Diba?
Sige, look. Let's go look.
Wow, that was so cool. I'm impressed.
Oh, the eye? I'm glad.
You guys should have jumped in there. It's really easy.
Me? Doing all that? No thanks, I'll pass.
Hey, don't be rude. I would have loved to jump in, except I'm just very physically uncoordinated.
Good time as well. Hurry up. Let's go eat now.
Yeah, quit your whining. Let's go, everybody.
Lola, that was so fun. I've never been to a party like that before.
Fun? Again, it's still really weird celebrating a party dedicated to your dead grandfather.
I obviously didn't mean it like that. I just meant that it's a great way to grieve over someone we didn't get to know very well.
Exactly, Charlie. As much as I miss him, it's one good way to keep his memory alive.
I guess.
God, it's so dark out. Remind me again why we had to be out so late? And why is it so hot?
Keep complaining, will you? Jesus, you're worse than Mom.
Well, Mom isn't the one staying at a place like this. Have you seen the mosquito bites I've gotten in the last few minutes? I'm gonna be itching all night.
Anyways, Lola, how are you feeling?
Sad and a bit tired, but glad that you are both here with me. It's been hard not having anyone around, especially with how hard the last few weeks have been, with paying up those bills and such.
Really? We're back on the money issue again?
You know what, Tala? I am sick and tired of this attitude that you've been having since you've been here. Every time I mention a problem or an issue, you always got something to say to me. Why are you acting like this?
Me? I just asked the question. Maybe if you stopped bringing your issues into the conversation, then I wouldn't even have to ask.
Hey, let's calm down here. Tala, Lola's right. You've been acting off since we got here.
I'm not acting off. See how the both of you are ganging up on me and making me look like the bad guy? Have you ever thought that maybe Lola isn't the only one struggling with stuff too? I've had to deal with so much crap in America, but you don't hear me complaining.
I know, but it's not fair to direct your anger, what it's like back in America, onto her. It's not fair.
At least your mother raised someone, right?
No, look, Lola, I get that it's hard and all here, but do you even know what it's like living in America? We get put down every day for how we look, and it's not fair that you're trying to get pity from us, and we just have to be quiet about our own problems. You're no different from them.
Do not even try that with me, Tala. Yes, I may not face the same problems as you do in America, but the same can be said for me, living here. Imagine having your own country turn their backs on you, your own people. I'm so disappointed in you. Trying to compare our problems as if the one who is worse off is the winner. Even when I'm grieving, you want to treat me like this?
No, Lola, I didn't mean to.
Both of you, I am done with this conversation and this attitude. I'll send you guys both home back when you wake up. It was obviously a bad idea to let you come to a place that is not good enough for you.
Did you really have to say all that? Not only was she sad, but now she's mad at us. And we have to go home.
I don't know, I was just angry, okay? I shouldn't have been so harsh, but she was attacking me, and it slipped out by accident.
I get it, but you can't expect Lola to take all of that without feeling disrespected. Let's just go to sleep and hope everything gets better in the morning.
And let's hope I didn't mess things up too much.
What the heck was that dream? And who's that person? It's too late to fall back asleep now. Maybe I should go for a walk. They say exercise helps with sleep, so hopefully it will. Oh God, why does he sleep like that?
Love, Lumpia. Love, Lola. No leave.
Do I even want to wake him up at this point? Never mind. This shouldn't take too long. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I didn't mean to be so rude to Lola. I don't know, got so angry whenever she would complain. Gave me another problem I have to deal with. After the party, I guess I just felt weird about it. Grieving for someone you barely know is strange. Even more, feeling out of place at a party like that reminded me a little too much of how it was at school. Ew. Jesus, how far did I even walk? Wait, this is where we held the party. Hey there, Lolo. I hope you enjoyed the party last night. Tell me though, was it as weird for you as it was weird for me? I wonder what it's like looking down from heaven and seeing all the drunk Titos tinikling. I know you're probably not listening, and maybe I'm just going crazy, but I need some advice. I feel stuck. I thought that coming here would help me escape my problems in America, and it isn't going as well as I thought. I upset Lola, and now I might be going back to the place I was trying to run from. And it's all my fault. Heavy is the mind that's filled with worry, paralyzed by sad news on TV. All I get from sleep are these strange and apocalyptic dreams. How do I make them leave? I muster all my strength and look out the window. No children on the sidewalks, no cars on the streets. Isn't it ironic this used to be a holiday scene? Now we're under siege. Is it okay if I close my eyes? Is it okay if I take my time? Just for a little while, just for a little while, just for a little while. Happy is the heart that's filled with memories, the happy, tragic, and mundane in between. Lola was right when she sang, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, it's all gone. So is it okay if I close my eyes? Is it okay if I take my time? Just for a little while, just for a little while, just for a little while. We won't be the same. I'm forever changed. I cannot unsee what's in front of me. Oh, it's all in front of me. Is it okay if I close my eyes? Is it okay if I take my time? Oh, is it okay if I close my eyes? Is it okay if I take my
Wherever you are, Lolo, help your girl out. I'm just so confused.
You are so dramatic.
What the heck, Charlie? God, what are you doing here? I swear you're just choking on your drool a minute ago.
I should be asking you that question. You're lucky Lola is a deep sleeper, or else you would have ended up where Lolo is.
Hey, shh, we're right at his grave. You can't say that.
It's fine. Lola loves this kind of humor. Anyways, back to the question, why are you here?
I was trying to clear my head. I only meant to stay for a little bit, but I didn't realize how much time had passed.
Well, lucky for you, this trip is over. We gotta head back before Lola finds out we're gone.
Hey, you shouldn't be the one complaining about me being noisy. I bet it was you who was rustling around so much when I was walking here.
Rustling around? I just walked on the same path you did.
Then who made that noise?
Sorry, I can be a little clumsy.
What's the...
No swearing here. Not with you, Lolo, a few feet away from us.
Who are you and how do you know Lola?
Oh there, ma'am. One question at a time, please.
Oh God, this is it. We're gonna die.
You're not going to die. Well, you are, but not right now. Hold on a second. That doesn't sound good. What I'm trying to say is, I'm the Keeper of Souls, one of the few Visayan gods that has been sent to help y'all out. And before you interrupt me with another question, no, I'm not going to kill you. I'm here to guide the both of you.
Guide? I mean, I know how to get back to the house, but I don't think we need a guide, Mr. Keeper of Souls. Hello? Tala? God, of course you leave me to talk to the creepy guy by myself.
Hey, I'm not creepy. And I didn't mean as in a guide to get you back to your house, but rather a spiritual guide. There's something important you both will need to face with. But have no fear. Cece's here.
How do we know you weren't just some creep stalking two teenagers, huh?
No worries. I can actually prove that I'm your spiritual guide. But first, let me introduce myself properly. Hello, friends. My name is Sisi Buranan, but y'all can call me Sisi. In my world, there's a god that's considered the most powerful being in the universe. His name is Kahilwayan. As powerful as he is, he tended to have a soft spot for those who live in the Kamariitan, which is Earth. Telling you about the history of how we all came to be and all, that's just gonna take too much time. Time that we don't have enough of. So, I'll just jump to why I'm here.
Tala, I love a good story time. Just like the stories Mom would tell us when we were young. Do you remember the story about...
Shut up so he can finish his story? I already don't believe this, but if you keep talking, I will actually shut you up.
Fine. No need to get so violent.
Now, back to what I was saying. As I mentioned before, I'm the Keeper of Souls. I live in the Kasakitan realm, which is the underworld. However, I'm not going to steal your souls. Wink, wink.
Now, why do you have to include that as well?
As the Keeper of Souls, my job was really difficult, but it taught me many lessons as people joined me in the Kasakitan. First, there's always room for a second chance or an improvement. To an extent, of course, for some things are never forgivable. Second, playing the middleman is kind of difficult. My job was based on choices that are meant to be unbiased, and I learned that while it's difficult at times, there'll be moments where speaking up will be better than not doing so. Lastly, life's too short. After all that I've seen down in the Kasakitan, it just comes to show how life is so important. I'm telling you this because it will be important in our upcoming trip that I'll be guiding you to it. The lessons you learn will be key in figuring out your problems. Now, that being said, are you guys ready to meet a close friend of mine?
So, you're really a god, huh?
Yes. Well, we're called Iwatas, but that's too formal.
This is so cool. So, who's this friend of yours that we're gonna meet? And
Is there a fire god?
A fire god? It's one thing believing Cece's real, but others use this thing is just hard to imagine. I mean, I thought they were just myths.
Horrible, right? Kiwatas have feelings too. Unfortunately, due to the imperialism this country has suffered, a lot of our stories have gone missing. Our stories, our culture, all washed away into the sea. But my friend will explain more once we see him.
Hell yeah, dude. The more the merrier. This is like Avatar, but in real life.
Oh god, let's not start with that. Cece, show me proof that you're really a god.
Alright, but
What the heck was that, Cece?
I mean, you said to show proof, so I did.
Maybe give us more of a warning next time?
Sorry, I didn't know you got travel sickness. Now, where is he at?
So, who is this friend of yours that we're gonna meet? And what kind of element does he represent?
Not answering my calls, I see. Let me try something else.
Fine, ignore me. Tala, can you believe that the Watas are real? The stories Mom told us are true.
I remember, but those were like stories. How is this possible? Ugh, and I still feel sick from traveling. My real question is, where are we?
You are on my land.
Come on. How are you, my friend? So rude. Why didn't you answer my calls? Was there no reception?
I apologize. I had to take care of some business real quick. Now, why did you call for me?
Well, let me introduce you to my lovely friends. Tuan, this is Charly and Tala. Charly and Tala, this is Tuan, the god of the forests and the plains.
Hi, Tuan.
Hello.
Cece, if you're here to waste my time with these mortals, you can forget about it. You know how busy I am.
Do you mind being a little nicer, please? I was sent by someone on a mission, and I can't have you trying to start a fight.
Just tell me what you want already.
Of course. Tuan, my friend, please educate these two about the history of our land. And about the colonizers who ruined it.
So this is why you called me. Fine, since I'm here, I guess I'll help you with this silly situation you put yourself in.
Thank you. Don't worry. I'll make sure I'll give you something back for being so generous.
As expected. Okay, mortals, come with me. I suppose I'll have to teach you a few things about us.
Are you always this mean?
Sometimes it's necessary to be mean.
Chill, dude. This is the first real god we've met.
Do I mean nothing to you guys?
Ignore him. He's always like this. Now let's go.
Do I mean nothing to you guys?
Ignore him. He's always like this. Now let's go.
Do you love me?
so green and beautiful here. It kind of looks familiar.
It is, isn't it? This is Cebu a long time ago, before they came and ruined it.
Who is they? And why would they ruin such a beautiful place like this? I mean, look at those flowers. I've never seen flowers like that before.
They refers to the colonizers who took this land. Many years ago, this country was invaded by others, first from Spain, and then from the US, and then from Japan. This land has been through too many wars, too many hardships, and it will forever be why I hate mortals.
But we didn't do anything. The people before us did. We're just teens. We couldn't have done anything wrong.
Are you really though? I know this so-called liberated land is just a toy to you, Maputi. You people just come in here and take what's rightfully ours.
I'm sorry for what they did, but you know we're also Filipino, right? We're not only white.
Are you really? You both come into this country and disrespect it, especially her. This little girl comes in here and complains about the land that your people ruined.
Now why are you attacking me? How am I supposed to know these things if I've never been taught them? America never teaches these things, so don't even try to come after me.
I apologize. You both must know that this land is important to me. Us Diwatas were created through this land, and when people ruin it, we see it as disrespect.
Wait, this is like Hawaii and the Aina. I learned about it in school and how they treated the land as a live and literal being.
Yes, exactly, Charlie, like Aina. Similar to them, this land is the foundation of Filipino culture. You both must understand that this indigenous land is the birthing place of all the Diwatas. Our people respected it so much that even the most forgettable things like plants and trees soon became forgettable in their eyes. I was divine in their eyes. But can you imagine what it is like to be seen only as a myth, as an outsider to the very thing you were built off of, to be pushed aside as if you never existed?
I know that feeling all too well.
I guess I was wrong for being too harsh on you two. But it is important that you both learn your history before you attack it blindly. Remember, the roots are the most important part of the tree. How can you grow without learning about what's at your core? All right, you two. I think we should head back before that fool makes a mess of himself.
My friend, did you enjoy your time?
Yeah, something like that.
Surprisingly, Cece, I actually enjoyed this trip. But I have to go now, so you can go ahead and take them with you.
Leaving me already? Rude. Alright guys, it's time to say our goodbyes. Twan's making us leave.
Thank you so much for what you taught us, Twan. I know we have a lot more to learn, but thank you.
Yeah, thanks again.
Of course. Remember what I said though. I don't like repeating myself twice.
Oh, he's so moody. Anyways, are you guys ready to meet Bye Bye? She can be a little sassy, but she doesn't bite. She's somewhere here. I know it.
I want to go home, like right now.
Why? This is the coolest thing that's ever happened to us. It's not like we get to meet the Diwatas every day.
I really don't understand how you're just vibing right now. Like, are you not even a little bit concerned that we don't know where we are?
I mean, yeah, well, what can we do about it at this point?
We can turn around right now. And stop following this demon.
Ow. That wasn't very nice of you to say. Relax. Bye-Bye's not gonna hurt a soul. She's only here to protect us from the evil. Hey, Bye-Bye.
Who's here? Oh, wow, Cece, you scared me.
Sorry to drop in here without telling you anything. I have a job for you.
Ah, well, what do we have here? Oh yes, a couple of spoiled brats.
Excuse me?
Especially that one. Spoiled, privileged, self-indulgent, petulant.
Look, I don't know who you think you are, but if you want to get smacked, keep going.
Tala, shut up!
No, this water witch needs to shut up before
Before you what, huh? No back talk? Well, I guess I'll have to show you a thing or two about me. Hello, my name is Bye Bye, and it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Bye Bye. I apologize for my sister's rude behavior. She doesn't mean it. Right, Tala?
You can keep that.
Well, okay, only when she's ready to listen will I speak. For now, let me show you the tides and the oceans. My life force. She will learn. Pasentia!
flexibility. That's what you need, girl. I can see the stubbornness in your eyes, and I feel it in my soul.
Look, I don't want any trouble, but I would appreciate it.
That was so amazing, Bye-Bye. We loved every second of it. Right, Tala?
No, that was very...
So you're listening now. Great. Let's talk about patience and your lack of it. You know, that's a really toxic trait to have.
I'm not going to take this.
You just proved my point. You don't even try to listen and understand. Hence, you lack patience. I can see why you have trouble seeing eye to eye with your Lola.
You leave her out of this.
Nope. See, this is the problem. You can't admit that you have these issues with her when she's just trying to do the best she can.
I'm not.
Tala, Bye-Bye's right. You get irritated with Lola over the littlest of things. Please, just listen to what she has to say.
Thank you very much, Charlie. And I'm sorry if I'm being a bit blunt. That's just how I am sometimes. You see, our Earth has limited resources, and you mortals continue to exhaust it and push it to their limits each day. It frustrates me so much to see our water suffering from human waste. And then you guys have the audacity to put a price tag on nature as if you even care about it in the first place.
What's your point?
My point is that nature is just trying to survive and recover, but humans continue to push it. And that saddens me. And that brings me back to you and your Lola. She's just trying to do the best she can, but you continue to push her and lack patience with her, Tala.
You know, it's just so frustrating with her sometimes.
We all get frustrated now and then. But try to be patient and be flexible. And use what you have. Before you know it, it could be gone. Take the Earth, for example. It's not going to be here forever. Not at the rate humans are pushing it.
Yeah, from what I see on the news nowadays, I gotta admit, we kind of suck as a society.
Precisely. You guys are actual trash. Well, not you personally, but you know what I mean. It's time for you to see, now more than ever, it's important to be like the tides.
I guess I should stare at some moving water every now and then.
That's the spirit. By staring at the motions of the water, you are practicing patience and composure. Oh well, look at the time. We better get you two back to Cece. Tell them what you learned from me today, will you?
So, what did we learn?
Well, we have to be patient and adaptable, like Bye-Bye said. And we have to learn to respect the land from which our indigenous culture comes from, like Tuan said.
That's all true, Charlie. But Tala, what did you learn? I mean, there must be something you'd like to share with the class.
Hello? Earth to Tala. Or should I say, Kamariitan to Tala, right, Cece? Okay, but seriously, Tala, what's going on?
I still don't understand.
What do you not understand? The gods put the answers in our hands, like literally. What are you still questioning?
I just don't see how any of this is my or your problem. Why are gods or Diwatas taking time to talk to me? I have so little significance on this earth, and 3 gods have gone out of their way to teach us some lessons. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't see how any of this is going to help us stay here. None of this is actually going to help us with Lola.
You know you are so ungrateful.
Alright, you two. Let's not get too angry. This is supposed to help you grow. I feel like what you need is a little reminder.
A reminder of what?
A reminder of why you're here in Cebu. The lessons you learn need to be applied in your life. You're going to need patience, gratitude, respect, and adaptability in order to understand each other and your Lola. Okay, come on. I think what we need now is some feedback from my friends. Maybe they'll shed some light into the subject. If only they answered my calls.
Why do I smell mortals around me? Lord, Cece, I thought I'd check my charity quota for the day.
Listen, guys, I know you don't love these two, but they need your help. And so do I, because, honestly, they scare me a little.
Cece, you have nothing to be afraid of. They're just mortals. Ugh, really killing my vibe, though. I come from my favorite lake to help you guys out, and look how you are treating us.
Don't be so rude, Bye-Bye. They're just kids. Too simple-minded for our all-abundant power and knowledge. They're bugok.
Hey, we're not stupid. Just because we don't like listening to you guys lecture us doesn't mean we're dumb or something.
Oh my god. How did you know what bugok meant?
Okay, I listened to some of your Cebuano lessons on the playground.
Ah, I knew if I told you enough it'd get through to you.
Don't get all emotional, Charlie. I only learned that word so I can call you bugok.
See, Tala, this is exactly what I mean. It's important that you're learning about your family's language. There's much to honor within our culture. Your culture, even if it has to be through calling your brother names.
Listen, it's nice that you're trying to help us with our family problems, but I don't see how any of this is your business. I don't understand why you feel the need to speak to us when you don't know who we are or what we've gone through.
It doesn't matter how you came here. We knew you needed our help. And it just matters that you learn these lessons.
Tala, I know this is beyond strange, but you have to be respectful. I mean, these are the Diwatas. Who knows what they could do to us?
Your brother is right. You guys should be happy we're even here. Good thing we don't act out in anger every time a mortal speaks disrespectfully towards us. We could be much worse.
Can you imagine the things that we have seen other Diwatas do because you mortals are so ungrateful for our land and for our protection? The stories I could tell you. You don't even know what Lola...
I don't think you should finish that sentence.
Don't be so uptight, Cece. What? You scared or something?
Can't take the heat, Cece?
Don't make fun of me! If she hears about this, she's gonna...
She's not gonna do anything.
What are they talking about? And why do I get the feeling it's not good?
You guys have nothing to be afraid of. We haven't heard from her in years.
Ta'al was the last time I heard from her.
You guys are really gonna make her mad!
Wow, Lola won in the flesh.
I never would have thought.
You see? Oh, you really screwed up.
You're right, old friend. Long time no see. Now let's see if you two can defend your words in combat. But if I remember correctly, your strikes are just as weak as your words.
Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Marquez. I'm the Vice President of FOSTA. I wanted to thank everybody for watching Act 1 of Kamariitan. We're going to take a short intermission. Stay tuned for Act 2. back, everyone. We just wanted to do a quick thank you to all of our donors who helped us achieve our goal for this year's Culture Night fundraiser. Because of all of your help, we were able to donate $145 to the Philippine Natural Disaster Relief Fund. And without further ado, get ready for Act 2.
Yeah! Yeah!
Kid Beats.
Sugar track, don't worry about it, bitch, you never been in your place. Always moving silence, never question your fate. Always checking on your niggas, gotta make sure they straight. If I'm getting money, then you know we all gotta play. Since a baby in a tummy, mama knew I was great. They can play me like a dummy, they know what not to take. Fuck these niggas, cause the money, only thing I'ma chase. Time is precious, that's the only thing I try not to waste. Yeah. Sugar trap.
Excuse me, mister, but can you please turn down the lights? I don't really like all these cameras, man, and this just don't feel right. And I don't really wanna be rude to you, sir, but you mean I can't wear my hat and her? And you got me f***ed up, what you think I curved? To follow the rules, and that's just who I am. I hope you understand. And I don't really think y'all cool, so give yourself a hand. No, give yourself a hand. 역사들을 새겼대 걸 잡들어 베꼈대 진짜대로 말했어 내 건 최고 최초들 날 들으면 매도 배꼽 잡아 배고파도 내 걸 만들어 새겨 창조 계속하고 백원 잡아 배부른 알로 랩으로 바꿔 랩은 닥전제고 난도 했어 참으라 쨌던 난 못했다 땄던 대로 중심은 날 지어다 신의 영상을 지어다 세상은 내 손 안을 지어다 영광이면 누가 날 가질 지어다 기준을 진실 지어다 미래를 갱실 지어다 가짜는 회사를 지어다 나는 그 회사를 지어다 비와 걸어서 돼 걸어서 돼 모든 거 위에 걸어서 돼 You and me 걸어서 돼 있는 위에 걸어서 돼 여전히들 걸어서 돼 전설이들 걸어서 돼 열매를 맺어 걸어서 돼 비와 걸어서 돼 비와 걸어서 돼 It goes, 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 guilty! Between and beneath every fragmented figure of speech, tongue in reverse whenever the beat causes my jaws to call. Serial number, killing machine, fearless to me. You and them built on the filthy sound you're experiencing.
No more fighting. Come on. Bye-bye. What did I tell you earlier? I told you to stop antagonizing Lolo John. And look at where we are now. I accept apologies from the both of you. Now.
Sorry, Lolo John. We didn't mean to overstep.
And I apologize too, Lolo John.
You have to understand that we weren't trying to make fun of the mortals. Cece gave us a job, and we were just trying to tell them bits and pieces of our history to help them in the Kamariitan row.
It's true, Lolo John. I took them to former Cebu and taught them how we were created. Trust us when we say we had good intentions.
You say that now, but before I joined, I heard something else. What makes me think I should believe you two? All you are doing is causing more trouble for me and the mortals. I took thousands of years to try to restore my capital, and they continue to put the blame on me for their volcanoes erupting, or for when the harvest isn't good for the year.
We know. We're just messing around. So look, we know how much you love these mortals. I have no idea why, but that's beside the point. They need your help.
We can discuss this later when we're not in front of the people that we're fighting over. Hello there. Sorry I get a little caught up with those two. They always know how to get on my last nerve. Anyways, I know I didn't introduce myself right yet. I'm Lola John. What are your names?
Hi, I'm Charly. Oh yeah, this is my sister Tala.
Ah, Tala. I've been hearing a lot about you from my good friend Cece. He was telling me about your troubles.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just living with my family. I really messed up, and I want to fix it.
I know how you feel. Sometimes my anger gets in the way of how I truly feel too. People always have the wrong impression of me, and I always seem to have to defend it. Maybe I could offer you some advice? Because I know those two tangas haven't helped you much.
What does tangan mean? Is it insult?
It means, well, it means idiot.
Oh, another name for me to call Charly. I guess I am learning so many things on this trip. Well, it's nice to meet you at home.
Likewise, Tala, Charly. I know I haven't made the best first impression, but now that I understand your situation, would it be okay if the both of you come with me? I have something I need to show you. Bye-bye, Antoine. Stay here for a moment while we are gone. Except you, Cece. I'll need you for this one.
Wow. You really left us like that, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, what should we do now?
Oh, I can tell you another story.
For the love of Diwatas, please not that.
Should we try to dip?
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out by her right now. But what can we do at this point?
Absolutely right, sir. No one leaves until I say so. And besides, we have unfinished business, don't we, Cece?
I think we do. You see, the thing is, I've had a really, really long day. So, this was all on you, ma'am. You got this. I believe in you.
Just where do you think you're going? I never said you could leave.
But you said I could go now, Lala.
You told me to help you with these kids. I am not a babysitter.
But
you're staying right here. Now, my children, I'm going to take you back to my home, Mount Ganlaan. There, I will show you that beauty and serenity can come with its share of damage and violence.
This seems dangerous. Like, we're gonna be playing with fire or something?
Oh, just you wait for this heat, girl.
Yeah, 1, 2, flicker. You want up on my speakers. 3, 2, 3. Better blow your mama's teeth out. The truth, like paprika. Then I wanna spit like a Rita. You see me? You feel me? You got me? Eureka, what you want? Everybody know what name, what you want? Say, I was talking bad just for fun. Everybody talking shit and they damn right, damn right, damn right. Yeah. 1, 2, fat thighs, some trousers and a black eye. 3, 2, 3, only say what's up for the Wi-Fi. Guess I'm supposed to be grown. This how I feel, born a bone. And I did post, but I'm alone. Rich off catfish like Petco, damn right. Your boy got a rat doll hair. You want a quick bite with the lights on there. Your pop got a beat with the Jay-Z stare. With the wipe just sucks and you got no flair. I clap that religion. Moonlight snakes when I make my decision. Bite, 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 better watch your precision. Wanna be me, but you got no ambition. We need that hype, we need to get up, bully the hype there. Who? We need that hype, we need to get up, bully the. What you want? Everybody know what name, what you want? Say, I just came to play like the songs. Everybody talking shit and they damn right, damn right, damn right, yeah.
the one it means to embrace yourself and your beauty without letting others get to you or tell you otherwise. For the longest time, people have worshipped me and adored me, and in return, I brought them a good harvest and protection. This was the case for many years. And then one day, that wasn't the case. As this land came under imperial rule, people started to see me differently. I was no longer someone who they could trust, but instead someone who they feared. I was othered. I no longer fit the narrative of the protectress of their crops and fortune.
I don't get it. Why the sudden switch up?
Well, you see, as the guardian of volcanoes, I punish the self-absorbed and the wicked. Or at least that was the case in the early days. But over time, people's beliefs change, and eventually I was seen as excruciatingly cruel. I was the one who caused all the suffering and devastation. I was the villain. They just don't get it. I'm bringing justice to this land and to those that deserve it, and what do I get in return? I'm trying to save you all before it's too late.
So wait, Tal, that was you, wasn't it?
Yes, my child, my warning to mankind. We are on the brink of chaos and no one's listening to me. And I'm being written off as some aggressive, cruel entity. Sorry that I care too much. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now.
I'm sorry this is happening to you. I know people can be crappy.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize. I appreciate that the two of you are listening. All hope isn't lost just yet. Change can start right now with the both of you. I urge you to spread my message and embrace who you are and where you come from. Never let anyone get to you. Imagine if I had just listened to them and given up. Humanity would have been dead by now.
Damn, it's like you know my issues. I needed that advice, for real.
Well, the thing is, Tala, I do. I know you. A little birdie told me about you and your problems at school.
Oh, Char, why would you expose me like that?
What do you mean? I met her at the same time you did.
How else would she know I was being bullied?
It was actually your Lolo, Tala.
My Lolo? He died a while ago. How could he possibly know about me?
He has been watching over you two, all day, every day. Your Lolo is the reason why Cece was sent on this mission. He is why I'm with the both of you right now.
I don't believe it. Our Lolo's been with us all along and he didn't give us a sign or anything?
I know it seems like a lot, but I promise you he's doing this for a reason. Now follow me. I have something else I need to show you.
I don't understand. I've been waiting for the day to see Lolo for so long, and here we are.
You really think he was going to show up as some ghost at our bedside? Come on, let's go.
Cece, my dear, I'm handing these kids back to you.
Whoa! Lola, I said I was done.
No, you're not. I want you to take them to see the guy.
Nah, that's violating the contract.
No, I mean back in time. This is your specialty, sweetie.
Hold on a second. Do I look like Professor Oris to you? I don't do this type of job.
Cece.
Fine. But you owe me, babe.
Sure I do. Now, I need you two to follow Cece. This will be the last leg of your little trip, and promise me you will go into this with an open mind.
Sure thing.
Good. Now off you guys go.
Welcome to the mountains of Sibling, circa 1960.
Wait a minute. Isn't that Lola's house right down the street?
Yep, this is the same barangay. Lola lived here all of her life.
It looks kind of the same. Who's that sitting over there?
Hoy, does anybody have any water? It's scorching out here.
Wait, can you see us?
No way. We're basically like ghosts at the moment.
Sorry, Paul. I didn't see you sitting there.
Ay, salamat. What's your name, ma'am?
It's Felicia, but my friends call me Faye.
That's a really pretty name. My friends call me John. Oh wait, my name is John, sorry.
Nice to meet you, John. That's a name. Nindo kaayo.
So how much for the water?
No need to worry. It's on the house.
Oh, money is tight right now, diba?
Yeah. Well, I have to go. But it was so nice to meet you. Feel free to visit my family's shop anytime. It's right down the street.
Wait! Ay, nako. I can't fall in love now. I have work to do.
Is that?
Come on now. Let's see how the story plays out.
Nagsakit ang akong duha.
Ko'y inday kay nga naman.
Ikaw na ang hinungdan.
Ako ragyo, wanay ubay.
Kahilaksan kong ahal.
Kung saan man akong gibuhay.
Akong kasing-kasing imong gikawan.
Hiya ko, dili sa balang. Siyang Diyos, dili ako magtugay. Kay gilingaw na ko nimo kamay. Ayaw na pagtugay-tugay, pagdalihan ang hikay. Ganahan ko kitang duha, dili mo pabuhay. Ganahan ko kitang duha, dili mo pabuhay.
Ayaw ko bahawata. Nagluha akong mga mata. Masahin nga unta. Kitang duha, makita na.
At niyan ako sa inyong balay. Malabing-labing ang tunay. Ihata ko kanimo ang imong tulig. Umigason, mura o kamay.
Ito, di sa kiyanan.
Mura ng bugman na.
Hindi mo matay.
I got something for you.
It's beautiful. Salamat. Charlie, I think it would be best to give these two some space. It would also be a good idea to see where those two samas went up to.
Are you gonna be okay with Cici, Tala? I don't think we'll be too far from here, but if you need me to stay, I will.
No, it's okay. I think I just need to clear my head with Cici. Cici, was that really him?
Of course, Tala. Remember what my job is in the Kasakitan realm? Well, the day that I met your Lolo for Judgment Day, he honestly surprised me. You see, your Lolo wasn't like the others. He didn't beg for another life. Instead, he reminisced about the memories of his wonderful wife, his child that he let go too early, and his amazing grandchildren.
Oh yeah, sure, but he never tried to visit us.
Oh, Tala. Life just likes to give the best people the hardest time. We can try to figure out the whys and the hows, but they'll never satisfy our questions.
I guess. I just wish he was here, you know? Even though I didn't see him often, he was still important to me.
It's hard, isn't it? Grieving for someone that you feel like you barely know?
Honestly, it sucks a lot.
Tala, Know that Chilolo loved you and your brother, even if the distance didn't seem to align with it. He'd always tell me, "Ay nako." If I could, I would teach them the hardest lessons that I ever learned. And sometimes, you have to go back to your roots in order to grow. It's because of him that I'm living out his one selfless wish, teaching you to the culture that people would look down upon.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Here I am acting all high and mighty when Lola just wanted the best for us. No wonder Lola was upset with me after the party. I probably sounded so conceited.
Maybe you should ask for forgiveness once you see her again. Remember though, Tala, there's always space for another chance. We don't go through life knowing every answer. We just try to do the best with what we got.
I know, but I just have so many people to apologize to. Lola, Charly, the other Diwatas, even you.
No, my dear. Don't worry about that. I've heard much worse. So, for now, just try to do amends where it's needed, alright?
Yes, of course. I just don't know where to start.
Don't worry about that. I can help you with that.
And that's how I met Tuan. He can be a little stubborn and moody sometimes, but don't let that fool you. She's a little sweetheart on the inside.
I refuse to comment on that.
Tala! Jesus, you've been gone a long time. I was gonna go insane if you still weren't here and Five I was still talking.
Well, here I am, ready to save the day. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, of course. The farther we get away from Bye Bye, the better.
Hey, I heard that.
Let's go. So, how was it?
It was really good. Very much eye-opening. But, Charly, I think it's best that we go home now. I have a lot to make up for when we go back.
Well, okay. But how do we get back?
Ask Cece. If he was able to basically kidnap us, then he better have a way for us to go back home.
Well, I think I have an idea how to get his attention.
Cece, we need your help ASAP! What? Where's the fire? Lolo, what did you do to my precious friend?
Hey, don't you go blaming me for a fire every time you see one. It ain't me.
Cece, we're fine. We just need to go back home.
Oh.
You know what I said about making amends?
Thank God. I was about to panic. Well, it's definitely time for me to go back to my home.
Wait, you guys are leaving us already? I didn't get to tell the story about the time I...
Please, for the love of God, Bye Bye, no more stories. You have said enough already.
Okay, rude.
It was a pleasure meeting you two. While I taught you both many things about our history, you guys helped me think about a few things that I still need to learn.
It was lovely meeting you guys. Again, I'm sorry about how we met initially. These two can definitely be annoying sometimes.
You're just jealous that I add so much flavor to the conversation. But yes, like she said, we'll miss you and we wish you the best of luck on your return.
Thank you all so much for giving us all your advice. It still feels like I'm dreaming. I can't believe I got to meet the Diwatas.
Me neither. For a while, I thought this was a fever dream, but you both proved that y'all are real. Also, thank you for being patient with me. I know I'm not the best to teach, but I really learned a lot during this trip.
Oh, I love you all. You're me all emotional.
Alright guys, time to go back home. It'll be a little bumpy, so don't get too sick.
Sick? Oh God, I hate this. That was either the weirdest dream or the craziest night. Charly, for the love of the Diwatas, how can you still be sleeping at a time like this?
Lola Hon, so pretty. Tuan, so scary. Bye Bye, so mean. Don't leave me, Cece!
Wow, I really hope they heard that. Well, time to take matters into my own hands. Lola told me to stand my ground. Here goes.
Yo! What came in your sleep and made you such a maniac?
Listen, I wake up after meeting the diwatas, and you were sleeping. How else was I supposed to wake you up?
Wait, so you had that dream too? It had to have been a dream, right?
Maybe? No, it couldn't be. How could the both of us have the same dream? That's impossible.
Well, so is the thought of the Diwatas coming to visit us as our spiritual guides.
Touche. But they knew so much. It had to be. I mean, how could the both of us end up in our beds when the last time I saw you was at the cemetery? There's no way that was fake.
Wow. Maybe you did learn something from them. You're a believer now.
Hey, stop teasing me, man. I know it's cheesy, but they really helped me. And real or not, I still learn so much. I don't know if it's what Cici and Malafon said or my own subconscious, but I realize I'm acting like a terrible sister to you. And a terrible granddaughter to Lola. Just a terrible person in general. I said things I didn't mean and take out my anger on those who don't deserve it, so I'm sorry. I know you're struggling too, and it probably isn't easy dealing with someone like me. Thank you for being there, no matter what.
Tala, it's okay, but thank you. I know it hasn't been easy for you at home either. And I know I don't help, trying to impress everyone all the time. I'm just trying to make connections with their family, you know?
Yeah, you're a little bit of a know-it-all, but I don't hold that against you. At least you're trying to make an effort. I wasn't trying to connect at all.
Hey, it's okay. We live and we learn.
You're right, but you're doing so much better than I am.
No. We're in this together. We're a team, and we'll figure this out.
Hell yeah, we will. But I don't think my apologies are over. Or ever will be for that matter. I should go find Lola. I have a lot to make up for.
Well, I don't see her anywhere. I wonder where she could be.
I think I have an idea. Come on.
I know I shouldn't have been so harsh, John. It just hurts being so far from you. This earth is so far from you. I wish you could see them now. Charly is so guapo and smart. A little bit too smart, diba? And Tala is so similar to her nanay. Guapa and matiga ang ulo. But there is more to her. There is more of you in her. I see it. Charly! You scared me. I didn't see you there. Have you been there for long?
No, not for long. I just woke up and wanted to find you.
Ah, I see. Well, no worries. I'll be back in the house in a little while. You should go get some more sleep in.
No, I want to talk to you. I'm so sorry, Lola. I was so disrespectful to you and had no right saying the things I did. I don't think you or Lola were ever lazy. I just was angry and took out all my anger on you. I'm sorry I lashed out. It was awful, and I understand if you won't forgive me. I won't forgive myself. I'll start looking at flights to go back home, but I knew I couldn't leave without apologizing to you.
You are not going anywhere. Kalma lang, Tala.
But Lola, I should go home. Tuan even said I was being so disrespectful to you and our culture. And Baba said I was being so stubborn. And Lola told me how my anger got in the way, all after Lola. And they were right. I don't deserve to stay.
You were speaking out of anger and said things that you did not mean, just like I did not mean what I said about sending you both home. You and Charly have nothing to worry about. You can stay as long as you'd like. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now, will you forgive me and give me one?
Oh, Lola, you have nothing to apologize for. I love you.
I love you too, Belle.
It's times like these that make me remember how much I love you guys.
Now, before Tala, you mentioned someone named Tuan, Lala, and what was it? Davy and Sissy? Are these friends of yours?
Dude, what did you say?
Yeah, Lola, those are all friends, all from back home. I FaceTimed them last night and told them about how I messed up. They really made me realize how much of a tanga I was being.
Wow, tanga, huh? And was it these friends of yours who taught you Inuit and Cebuano?
It was, actually.
Good friends then.
Yeah, great friends.
Well, I can tell you've had a long night. You both must be hungry. You should go get something to eat.
Yeah, I am starving.
Me too. Lola, you have to show me how to make that kumba.
Oh, you really are one of those awful.
Speaking of Lolo, I know I'm late in trying to learn, but I would really love to hear about your life together. I've been dying to know. How did you and Lolo meet?
Well, you see, it was a long time ago. I used to go around and sell fresh, cold water to all the people in our barangay. And that's when I met your Lolo. Guapo kayo, by the way. He even gave me a sampalita flower the first time we met.
So Lola was a real charmer. Wow.
My babies. All grown up. So mature. Getting me all emotional.
You all are incredibly soft for all-powerful beings.
Hey, just because we are Tiwatas doesn't mean we don't have emotions.
It's okay, my friend. You are so strong.
No, come on, let's get you crying tangas out of here before you ruin my reputation by being seen with you. But I do have to say, we do work well together.
You're right. We should always work on the Kamariitan now.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Cece. Now come on, guys. It's time to let me go.
First we're gonna celebrate our stage crew. You guys can come up here, good job. And then we also want to say thank you to our prop committee. And then our filming and photography crew. You guys have come up here. Thank you guys. Okay, next we want to say thank you for our Pandanga sa Ilaw dancers, choreographed by Zoe Marquez. And then we want to say thank you to our Tinikling dancers, choreographed by Alex Reyes and Jasmine Howard. have young Lolo and young Lola, played by Luigi Amarante and Angelique Bowe. Oh, we have Tito Benny, played by Kamariitan. We have Tuan and Luyong Babai, played by Aiden Kun and Ariana Stewart. I'm so sorry. We have Cici Baranan and Lala Han, played by Abel Daniel and Kimberly Pham. We have Lola Fey, played by Carmen Soto. And last but certainly not least, we have Tala and Charly Manolo, played by Brandon Yuen and Christy Ann Beret. Thank you guys so much. We want to say thank you to Amy and Lighting, and thank you guys for supporting us and making this possible.
Waking up to the sounds of you loving me. Love in the shower and on the counter and on the table. You know how to throw down, and that's everything. Coffee and waffles, eggs with a toast. I love it when you do the most. If I got plans and you got plans.
There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say.
Hey, built from the ground up, an architect. I present just like a scientist. I'm in the socket just cause I am blood, yeah. Opposite of what they government, I protect people that show me the love,
So just stay right here. Love me from the mountain to the grave right here. Ain't no way it's ever gonna change right here, yeah. Look at all the love around me. Look at all the love around me. Look at all the love around me.
I love FASA because I found a community in the organization that even 3.5 years later continues to inspire me and amaze me with their kindness and their talents and their brilliance and everything else that makes them so special. It doesn't fail to make me smile just thinking of everybody and how much I love FASA.
I can think of all the times you told me not to touch the light. I never thought that you'd be the one. I couldn't really justify how you even thought it could be right. 'Cause everything we cherished is gone. And in the end, everything we have makes it worth decide if I should leave or stay. But in the end, what makes it worth the fights that no matter what happens, we try to make it right. Oh, you never really loved someone until you learn to forgive. You learn to forgive. Learn to forgive.